last Best Picture winner that was really, really good was 2019's Parasite, possibly the most impressive film yet from the great director Bong Joon-ho. One of the best films yet made about class divide and income inequality, Parasite really either foresaw or even engineered, maybe, discussions about income inequality, which have become quite a fixture of the 2020s thus far, because I think amongst people my age, everyone was really taken by this desire to initially move society back to where it had been, in the 2000s or 90s, not even in a manner of supporting Donald Trump, though a lot of people fell down that pipeline. There was this desire to move away from the sort of social media virtue signaling cosmopolitan culture. And this has led people to fall back into a critique of the motivators for this system of false projection of nobility in the first place. And that is, they realized that there was a certain social capital in this via social media, and that it was above ground of what was already this entrenched marketplace of arbitrary value. This thing which we call the excesses of what some people call not just capitalism, but late capitalism. And so people are moving more leftward, and not for any reasons of, coming across as kind, noble, and saintly on the internet, but because, people don't want to be kicked out of their freaking homes. And so as a result, I think this is why films like Parasite really resonated with people across the globe, not because of some Orientalist fascination of Korean culture inspired by K-pop, soap dramas, and light novels, and eventually things like Squid Games, which I remember when people was accusing Hunger Games of ripping off Battle Royale, which it did, but I guess Squid Games didn't whatever. Anyway, I saw a bit of Squid Games. I didn't dislike it, actually. I didn't finish it. I'm not going to share that story. Anyway, Parasite is not preachy. Parasite is not obvious. Parasite is one of the more finely tuned metaphors in not only recent cinematic history, but maybe in the history of fiction within market capitalism ever realized. You will find that once Parasite begins, you cannot turn away from it. Parasite is not just, it's not an exception to the Academy choosing the more palatable and /watchable /mainstream of these esoteric festival art house films. Parasite is similarly watchable to the likes of No Country for Old Men, The Shape of Water, Birdman, or The Departed, Gladiator, Braveheart, Unforgiven, Last Emperor, Silence of the Lambs, Return of the King, 12 Years a Slave. Forget your conceptions /preconceptions about foreign films or films about capital or films that attempt to hold some sort of message, because Parasite is going to make you forget about all of those things, make you remember that you're watching a story, and that sometimes some stories hold intrinsic meaning and implications about the society where the story has been composed in, set in /written amongst. And it was a story which I feel as though Bong Joon-ho thought of and then realized that the story implied certain things about the society which it took place in, and so could act as a very powerful, potent distillation of that society's inner workings and pathologies. Whilst I really rather liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I thought Marriage Story was okay despite being directed by that man Noah Baumbach, the rest of the nominees, other than Parasite, were garbage, and so Parasite may not have been the Academy being so revolutionary and bold, or just having good taste for one, so much as it just realizing that, well, the lineup here isn't that great, and clearly Parasite's the best thing here. In any instance, I'm very glad it won, that as many people were able to watch it as possible, and if you have not yet sat down with Parasite, you may be thinking, oh man, is it going to be one of those things where I'm just going to feel obligated to watch it, and then as I'm watching it, I'm just realizing I'm watching because I'm obligated to finish it. No, you're going to start watching Parasite and you're going to be thinking, oh shit, so it is that good. Wow, here we go then. and that's good. Next time we'll be traveling back through time. Reverse, chronologically, we'll be going from 1980s backward to the earliest Best Picture winners. But what will be the Best Picture film we'll be discussing next? Find out next time.